Hello everyone. Today we'll study how to ask for advice and how to give advice. So let's get started. We'll start with talking about health problems. Look at these photos and match the illness to the photo. Of course, when we say illness, here illness is from the adjective ill. Someone is ill, is sick. So what's the problem with these people? Look at these people. We have 6 people here, and here we have 6 problems. So we're going to match the problem with the person. So let's move on. Yes. What's the problem with the girl here? Look at her hands. She's putting her hands on her stomach. She has a stomach ache. B, what's the problem with B? He has a headache, number 1. C, he has a cough. He is coughing. He is coughing. D, look at D. So she has D is a fever. So her temperature is high. We move to E. She's putting her hands on her cheeks. She has a toothache. Toothache is number 4. So maybe she needs to go to the dentist. The last one, look at the boy here. He has the flu. He has the flu. Maybe he's sneezing. Now, so these are some examples of health problems. Now, we have an example. Read the dialogues, find expressions of asking for advice and giving advice. We read together. Dialogue number 1, what's the matter? Of course, we ask what's the matter when you see that your friend is not feeling well. So you ask, what's the matter? Oh, I have a headache. What should I do? A, you should take a painkiller and you shouldn't go to the party. B, oh, I guess you're right. Move to dialogue number 2. Are you okay? Oh, I have the flu. I don't know what to do. A, you shouldn't go out. You should drink a lot of warm fluids and you should stay warm. Thanks, Mom. So in these 2 dialogues, we want to identify some expressions when we want to ask about health. You say, what's the matter? Or what's the problem? Or are you okay? Now, when you want to ask for advice, you can say, what should I do? What should I do? A, to give advice, you should take a painkiller. You shouldn't go to the party. Another way how to ask about health, you can say, are you okay? Are you feeling well? To ask for advice, I don't know what to do. So here you are asking for advice. Then you want to give advice, you shouldn't go out. You should stay warm. So now we'll learn more. There are, of course, other expressions that we can use to ask for or give advice. So here are some expressions we can use to ask about health, ask for advice, and give advice. The first column here, we have asking about health. How are you doing? What's the matter? How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Second column, here are some expressions that we can use to ask for advice. What should I do? What do you think I should do? What can I do? What do you advise me to do? Here a remark, look, advice here is a noun, so it's with C, but here it is a verb, it's with S, advise. Now, what kind of expressions we can use to give advice? I think you should, plus verb in the infinitive. I think you should revise your lessons. I don't think you should go out. You shouldn't cheat in the exam, for example. You ought to see a doctor. You'd better see a doctor. So all these expressions, of course, are followed by a verb in the infinitive. If I were you, I would. Look at this expression. If I were you, I would. We use this expression to say that if I were in your position, in this situation, I would do this and this and this. I am a teacher, you are a student. I can say, if I were you, I mean, if I were a student, I wouldn't waste my time on social media, for example. I would study hard. Now, let's practice. We want to use should and shouldn't to complete the sentences. For example, we want to have some tips to protect yourself from the new coronavirus. So, what should you do to protect yourself? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So choose should or shouldn't to complete these sentences. So you can stop the video and do the exercise, then you can correct. Now this is the correction. Number 1, you should wash your hands. You should wash your hands with soap and water. You shouldn't shake hands with people. You should stay at home. You should take care of your health. So these are the expressions. Now let's move to another exercise. Let's have a role play. We have a situation. What would you say in the following situations? Situation number 1, you are a patient. You are a patient. Of course, when you go to the doctor, you are the patient and you want the doctor to help you. You are a patient. Tell the doctor how you feel and ask for advice. Situation number 2, you are the doctor. Give your patient some advice. Now, let's imagine this situation at the hospital. The doctor, how are you feeling? Patient, I have a cough. You still remember cough? And the fever. I ache all over. I ache means I have pain in all my body. What should I do? Doctor, oh, you have a cold. You should stay in bed. So here, asking for advice. Oh, you have cold. You should stay in bed. So here it is, giving advice. You shouldn't eat anything until the fever goes down. Patient, okay, doctor, thanks. So here is an example how to ask for and give advice. Thank you for watching and see you in another lesson.